Welcome to the final part of this section, where we've successfully assigned general activities to our BOQ items, transforming them into clear tasks. We've also understood the value of having a well-organized BOQ database for managing our project scope. In this lesson, our objective is to enrich our general activities with additional data, getting them ready for further breakdown into detailed activities, which we'll explore in the next section of this course. Now let's open the exercise file we've completed from the previous lesson. We've utilized a pivot table to efficiently list the unique activities we assigned in the BOQ and instantly calculate the quantities and amounts. Before we add data to our general activities, let's remove the subtotals and grand totals data. Go to the Design tab, click on Subtotal, and select Do Not Show Subtotals. Then, for the grand total, choose Off for rows and columns. Pivot tables have some limitations, particularly when it comes to customizing them for specific detailed activities. In such cases, we can work around this limitation by creating a new sheet called Detailed Activities. Then, select the pivot table, copy it, and paste it as values into our new sheet. Next, we're going to expand our table by adding some new columns. These columns will include detailed activities, weightage, quantity, and detailed cost. We'll also incorporate the WBS level that we discussed in Section 3, the WBS coding system. This WBS level will help us create the WBS path and will also serve as our activity codes for our schedule. Now let's make our table more organized. Start by adding a filter to it. Then, to clean things up, we'll get rid of any blank data rows. Simply filter the data, select the row numbers, right-click, and click Delete. After that, you can unfilter the General Activity column. Next, we'll assign a WBS code to our WBS levels. For reference, please open the WBS ID coding template that we created earlier. In our Level 2 WBS, we have the summary level for milestones, general requirements, engineering, procurement, and construction. For this lesson, we'll focus only on the construction category. Other categories will have different WBS levels, which we will explain in our upcoming lessons. Now, we know that Division 1 is for general requirements, while the remaining BOQ divisions are for construction. Milestones, engineering, and procurement will each have separate detailed activities and WBS levels, which we'll create in the upcoming lessons. For Level 3, the WBS includes phases or buildings, which we've broken down into MB for the main building and EW for external works. Now let's assign these to our activities. We can easily filter for external in our activities and assign EW to the resulting list. In cases where our project scope includes multiple buildings, we can easily incorporate the building names or codes into our general activity definitions. This way, we can filter specific buildings and assign the corresponding building IDs for our Level 3 WBS. This approach simplifies the process of segregating the scope for each building. Now, ensure that each activity has a designated WBS code. Finally, for the last WBS level in this lesson, which is Level 4 for disciplines, we'll assign SB for substructures, SS for superstructures, and so on. Substructures will encompass civil and structural works that are within or below ground level, such as excavations, blinding concrete, and footing construction. While above-ground structures will be assigned to superstructures such as construction of columns for ground floor. As for architectural or finishing works, these will include all activities unrelated to concrete and steel structures, as well as MEP works. Examples of such activities are masonry works, painting, ceiling installations, and so on. Mechanical and electrical works can be easily categorized based on the division number. Level 5 of our WBS, which focuses on floors, will be covered in the next section of this course. There, we will break down activities based on the IFC drawings. Our template now is ready for our next lesson. Thank you for listening.